All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to the monster. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series tackles the monster tonight. It's Dover International for 130 laps, race number 2 of the season. High bank concrete 1 mile oval will just chew you up and spit you out. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory and tame the monster? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, the Monster Mile tonight, Dover International, located in Dover, Delaware. Race number 2 tonight, 130 laps. Who's got what it takes? There's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Okay, thank you so much for coming in here tonight and joining us on TurnLeftTV. Got a good one for you tonight. Little Monster Mile action tonight. Concrete high-banked oval located in Dover, Delaware. And this is going to be a good one. Thanks for coming in. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator, and this is Dover. 1 mile oval. 130 laps tonight. It's race number 2 of the season. And this is going to be a fun one, I think, here at Dover, man. Almost feel like you're always up on the wheel at this track. So should be a fun race here tonight. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, or how about your website being hosted, or your online store, or VPS hosting, shared web hosting, you can do that at EliteHostingUSA.com. That's who provides our servers here at at HighOctaneRacing.net. I don't know where I'm at. Somewhere in Indiana. Come on and visit us over at HighOctaneRacing.net. Not only our website, but also hosting our servers here for HORL. There's a good quick link to our Discord channel, or server, I should say, on the website. You get updates of point standings, who's doing what. Good quick link to TurnLeftTV. Then who's doing what throughout the week. We've got some great racing headed your way this weekend. Kicking it off here at Dover tonight. And I want to say thank you so much for coming in here and joining us on TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there. My heavens, it's Dover. It's another Friday night here in the Buschwackers series. A great series. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's right over there. And then you can share my videos with all your friends. Check out the playlist button down there, and you'll be able to check out all the racing here I do here at TurnLeftTV. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, there's a link right up there in the banner of the channel to make a donation straight through PayPal. And again, you're more than welcome to share my videos with all your friends. Also, please go down to the description of this race and click on those affiliate links there. Also, I'm a SimLab affiliate and also Fanatec affiliate as well. So help me out by clicking on those links. I appreciate it. And let's get this party started here tonight, man. This is going to be a fun one. Will D's been in here. Zavaldo's been in here chatting it up in the chat session. So excited about this race. Monster Mile here at Dover. And it's going to be a fun one, that's for sure. The High Octane Racing League King of the Ovals Series will be back in action for race number 12 of the season. It's Phoenix in the IndyCars. We just have 3 races to go. We got this week at Phoenix and 2 weeks at Indy, and we'll crown the King of the Ovals. Alternating alternating tracks. And alternating mods in this series. We did stock cars last week at Phoenix, and we'll do Indy cars this week, and then we'll have 2 weeks at Indy, kicking it off with the stock cars and finish it out with the Indy cars to crown the King of the Ovals. It's a very special event coming up tomorrow afternoon, and it'll be right here live on TurnLeftTV. It's the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals GT3 LMP2 multi-class race at Sebring. High Octane Racing League style. We're racing for charity. The Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals charity. If you can't join us on the track, we're going to have a big field too. A lot of people have signed up for this race. Going to be a lot of LMP2 cars out. But if you can't be there in person, please join in the broadcast. Even if you're watching it on replay, we'll have a link in the description of the race where you can make a donation to Extra Life. So very excited about this. I'll be broadcasting this live for you tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A 2-hour event at Sebring. Hey, let's take a look at the track here at Dover. 1 mile in length, 1.6 kilometers. High banks, man. 24 degrees of banking in the turns, and the straights at 9 degrees of banking. And this is at concrete, man, so it's really going to be tough on tires, tough on nerves. And we got a lot of drivers here tonight. Hopefully we have a good, clean race. But Dover's a tough track, man. I have never been a really very good race car driver at Dover. So kudos to these guys. Hats off to these guys for tackling the monster here tonight. And we're bringing it to you live right here on TurnLeftTV. Looks like we're just about a little under 2 minutes left to go in the practice session before we head over to the qualification session. Paul Brown driving on the infield. Must be bored. Look like we're headed over to the qualification session. That finishes up the practice session. Take a look at the results here in the practice session. Franco Alvarez, the top time at the 21.422. Preston Hassel, second in practice. Paul Brown, third. Tim Lansbury, fourth. Good run there for Tim Lansbury in practice. Williams Thiago is fifth. Givaldo Spindle is sixth. Thiago Gomez, seventh. Artur Vieta is eighth. Craig Bears on ninth. Dan Richter rounding out the top 10 in the practice session. Flipping it over to the warm-up session, or excuse me, qualification session. Take that back. We want to take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers series. Next week we'll be at Kentucky Speedway for a 100-lap race, and following that week, on 18 November, we'll be at Nazareth Speedway for the first time, 130-lap race there, and that very, very unique track. Staying in Pennsylvania the next week, on November the 25th, we'll be at Pocono Raceway, and then the back half of that season, you see Indy, Homestead, Chicagoland, Daytona International for the Frosty 200 on December the 23rd, and then finish out the season at Martinsville on December the 30th. Franco Alvarez out here in his qualification event effort. .611 is the time, I believe. 21.464. I take that back. Paul Brown is the top time. Alvarez fifth on the grid with that effort. Take a look at Artur Vieta here in the 4-car. Top time, 21.464. .387 for Artur Vieta to the top of the grid. Gomez now to second on the grid. Take a look at Ed Palumbo and his outlap in his 54 car. Ed's starting to do a little bit more racing here, and we're seeing those finishing spots a little bit higher on the grid each and every week. I think he was second last week. There's on to the second position in that 60 car. Here we go. Ed Palumbo to seventh on the grid. 21.485 for Ed Palumbo. Paulo Chachalowski here in the 94 car. He might have already qualified. Givaldo smacking the wall there coming off the turn. That's going to scrum off some speed, that's for sure. Looks like that'll probably do it for the qualification session. I think Givaldo was the last guy. Maybe Gordon Carter, Lucas Simpson, those guys Vinicius Gonçalves, he might be starting in the back as well in that 16 position right now. He looked like he might not be going out to qualify. Like qualifications have finished. These guys are going to go over the drivers' meeting. Again, I'd like to say thank you so much for coming in here and joining us on TurnLeftTV. It's got a special event headed your way tomorrow. All right, welcome back. We are just switching over to the warm-up session. Qualification session has ended. We are at Dover International tonight, 130 laps, race number 2 of the season. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. This is going to be a fun one here tonight, I believe. Very excited about this race tonight. Let's take a look at the qualification results. Art Deviera with that 21.387 will start in P1. Outside row 1 will be Craig Marizon in the 60. Tiago Gomez, Paul Brown in row 2. Williams Tiago, Preston Hassel, row 3. Starting in 7th is Ed Palumbo. Givaldo Spindola starts in 8th. Row 5 will be Todd Robillard and Dan Richter. Starting in row 6 will be Sean Jacobs and Paulo Chachalowski. Inside row 7 will be Franco Alvarez. Ibrahim Altintas will be in the 7X car in his first race out with us. He starts 14th. Christian Wilson starts 15th. And some of the guys that didn't qualify there. Vinicius Gonçalves starts 16th. Gordon Carter 17th. Lucas Simpler starts in the 18th position. And starting in 19th will be Tim Lansbury. We're going to take a look at the point standings coming into tonight's race. After race number 1, Franco Alvarez with that win sits P1. Ed Palumbo finished 2nd last week. You see Preston Hassel sits 3rd in points. Gordon Carter is 4th. I don't know why I got a 0 right there, but Gordon Carter is 4th. Vinicius Gonçalves 5th in points, tied with Lucas Simpler. Sean Jacobs 7th. Sitting 8th is Jesus Iglesias. Tiago Gomez 9th. And Artur Vieta is 10th in points. Jim Willis, not here tonight, sits in the 11th position in points. Tied for 12th is Craig Marizon, Dana Grover. Dana not here as well. Dan Richter is 14th in points. Tim Lansbury is 15th. Chris Hughes 16th. Givaldo Spindola is 17th in points. John Stanley 18th. Paulo Chachalowski 22nd. Is 19th. I know how to count. I'm just looking at the number of points. Christian Wilson sits 20th in points. And then Dennis Udich and Paul Brown tied for the 21st position. My keys to the race here tonight. Something about tires, I think. What do you think? Something about tires. And that is save those tires, man. Tires here at Dover. A very tough track. Find a rhythm here too, man. Once you get in a groove here, you got to find a rhythm here. Save those tires, but find a rhythm. Have good pit stops. This could be a little challenging getting off the track and get on the pit lane. High speed. 1 mile oval here, high bank, and it is a little bit of a challenge, like I said, getting on the pit lane. And you got to exercise some patience here tonight, too. You're going to be in a little bit of traffic here and dealing with some older tires and so forth. So exercise some patience, and you should be okay. Those are my 4 keys to the race here tonight. Peace to everybody out there. And, again, we got Fireball Flash joining us in here as well. So good to see Fireball in here. And going to have a good night here at Dover. Thanks to Alexandre Viola for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate that. Say thanks to Todd Robillard for handling the admin duties here tonight. It's 90 car. Oh, I got a refresh here. Disconnected from the chat, so we get a little message there. There we go. Will D, and thanks so much to Will for helping us out with the overlays, doing some work, CSS work. The coder that he is, Dr. Dunbar. Valdo in here as well. I didn't really have a play tonight here as far as Dover is tonight. Wow, Fireball Flash picking Paul Brown to win this race tonight. I'm going to get my pick in here. That reminds me. Man, it's going to be a tough one here. Tell you what, I think I'm going with Craig Marizon tonight. It's the kind of track I think he's really going to do well at. We'll see. It's a little under 3 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. Don't forget that we have a special race coming up tomorrow. And that's the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals charity event. Extra Life Charities, Sebring. Little GT3 LMP2 action, and it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Encourage you to come out and watch the race. We're going to have a pretty decent sized field. A lot of people coming out to support the charity. Thanks to Will Dunbar for organizing this event, High Octane Racing League event, and it's going to be fun, man. I'm going to have a lot of fun broadcasting my first multi-class event here at TurnLeftTV. So come on and join us, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's tomorrow, November the 5th, live right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, boys and girls, it's that time. Time for a little action here at Dover International. 130 laps here tonight. And this is going to be a fun one. Race number 2 of the season. And it's live, flag to flag, right here on TurnLeftTV.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
Okay, we'll take a look at the starting order. Archer Vieta in the 4-car starts in P1. Craig Marizon second. Tiago Gomez starts in the 3rd position. Paul Brown starts in 4th. Starting in the 5th position will be Williams Tiago. Preston Hassel starts in 6th. Ed Palumbo starts 7th. Givaldo Spindola starts in the 8th position in that 68 car. Starting in 9th will be Todd Robillard in the 90. Dan Richter in that Ford in the 65 starts 10th. Sean Jacobs starts in the 11th position. Paulo Chachalowski in the 94 will start in 12th. Starting in 13th will be Franco Alvarez in the 83. Ibrahim Altintas in the 7X car starts in 14th. Christian Wilson 15th. Tim Lansbury starts in the 16th position. Starting in 17th will be Vinicius Gonçalves in the 48. He starts 17th. Gordon Carter starts 18th. Lucas Sifner starts in the 19th position. So 130 laps here tonight at Dover. All right, pace cars off. Here we go. It's Dover, baby. The monster.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Good start there for the 60 car on the outside. Into turn 1, Archer fighting back using that inside line. Inching back ahead, side by side. Down the backstretch. Already got a car in the wall there. It looked like maybe Givaldo may have made contact with the wall. Down the backstretch. And still side by side here. On board here with Paul Brown running in the 5th position up on that outside line. Just ahead of him, Craig Marizon in the 60 car. Archer Vieta has cleared that 60. He is the leader. Tiago Gomez on the inside line. Looks like Williams Tiago. Those guys might be working together. Paul Brown diving down to the bottom line there now. In that 5th position on the inside. On board here with the 48 car, Vinicius Gonçalves running behind the 65. Dan Richter, Sean Jacobs up there as well. Dan Richter running in P12. Sean Jacobs in the 11th position on the outside line. Clean start here so far. Vieta is the leader.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
We got a yellow flag here. I spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Like maybe Ibrahim Altintas and the 7X cars come around. And Archer Vieta will take the flag. basically what happened here is a 7X car. It looked like maybe those guys might have met in the middle right there. It looked like the 30 and the 7X get together. On board here with Tim Lansbury and see his view of this. Yeah, it looked like those guys might have got together. Right here, slow-mo of this coming off. It does look like the 7X car comes up the track and does get into the 30 right there. So he just came up the track on board here with him, and he's going to come up and get into the 30 there and then into the wall. Go back here to live as Artivieta is the leader.
Well, yep.
So Vinicius Gonçalves has stayed out. Got some guys on pit lane. Vieira, Marzan, Gomez, Brown. A lot of guys there on pit lane. Paulo Chachalowski shown in the second position. Lucas Simpner third. So about 3 Fords up there. And then we got 4 Chevys, 4th through 7th. Preston Hassel, the next Ford, in the 8th position. Rick Marzan 9th. Todd Robillard 10th. A couple of Chevys there. The first Toyota is Thiago Gomez, and he's in the 11th position. Does see Ibrahim is a car is hot right now. And he's going to have to do a drive-through. So the rule here is in this series. It's a new rule this season. If you cause a caution, and it doesn't involve anybody else, you start at the end of the longest line. So with the 2 to go, you drive down pit lane, start at the end of the field. But if your actions get into another car and cause a car to spin out, then the rule is that once the race goes back green, you will do a drive-through. And you should start at the tail end of the field and then let it go green and do a drive-through. So that's the rule. We're trying to clean up some of the caution flags, imposing a little bit more stringent penalties for causing caution flags. Cut down on some of the aggressive driving.
It'll be 1 to go this time, bud.
Like the field is sorting. All right, we're getting ready to go back green.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, back to green. Oh, we got another caution flag. My God.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Somebody got on the gas there and caused a big one. Gonsalves, I believe. In that 48 car. Right on the start. Take a look and see what happened here. He might have spun his tires. Yeah, he does. He spins his tires, comes over, gets into the 94, and then, the 77 car straight into him and comes back across the track. Go on board here with Paul Brown. Watch this. You see the 48 car. '48 car gets loose and spins those tires. So Lucas Sinfeder now the leaders. We got a quickie caution there. It's a tough track, man. I'll tell you. You get on the gas too strong, and you can break those tires loose, and that's what we saw with Gonsalves. So a little bit of a rough start here with the second caution flag. Don't forget the King of the Ovals will be in action tomorrow for race number 12 of the season, IndyCars at Phoenix. One more race here at Phoenix, and then we have 2 races at Indy, and then we're going to finish out the season in the King of the Oval Series. So race number 12, race 13 will be Indy in the stock cars, and then race 14, the final race of the season, will be in the Indy cars at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. A couple of cars got boogered up in that. Dan Richter, I think he got a little bit of damage. Preston Hassel got some damage in that. Let's take a look at where my pick to win this race is. Right now, running in the 4th position in that 60 car. Our points leader, Franco Alvarez, in the 83, right now running in P3. He's been kind of quiet here tonight. Haven't said much. So all business right now out of that 83 car. I haven't heard him too much here tonight. And Palumbo just ahead of him in the second position. Lucas Simpner is our leader. Thiago Gomez in the 26. He's rounding out the top 5. Paulo Chachalowski in the 94 is in 6th. Ad Robillard 7th. Thiago Gomez 8th. Ibrahim Altintas is in the 7X car is 9th. Christian Wilson is 10th.
It'll be 1 to go this time, bud.
Here we go, getting ready to go back green. We mean it this time. So let's hope everything gets going back okay. Pace car is off. Ready to start lap 17. Guys are going to be starting in 3rd gear here now to keep from
Green flag, go, go, go.
spinning that car out. And it looks like a little bit cleaner start here, at least so far. So Simpner the leader. Now Franco Alvarez jumps out there to the lead. He's gotten around Lucas Simpner at 21. So the 83 now the leader. That didn't take long. 83 did not have a great qualification session and now finds himself in the lead. So he's worked pretty hard here to get up to the race lead. Williams Thiago in the 87 car starting to put a little pressure here on the 26 and the 90. The 90 gets by that 26 car. Take that back. That's Craig Marazon gets by the 26. He's starting to run away here a little bit from the 26, opening up a gap. Todd Robillard working this outside line. Here battling Williams Thiago. Closing in on Williams Thiago. He got around the 26 car. Thiago Gomez. A lot of Thiagos out here. Now starting to close in on that 87 car. Paul Brown working this outside here beside the 26. Paulo Chachalowski in the 94. He's up in the wall. Chachalowski in the wall. So Chachalowski made contact with that outside wall and finds himself losing some positions down. He's going to try to fight to find a way down here. Oh, the 7X car. The 7X going to have to do a stop and go at some point. Chachalowski may know that, so he's going to the outside. Expect that 7X car to come down pit road here pretty soon. Nicias Gonçalves, I believe, has served his drive-through. He's now 1 lap down. But the 7X car, I don't believe, has done so. He's going to have to make a pit stop here pretty soon or get off on the pit lane and drive down pit lane. Franco Alvarez, a big lead here, 2.4 seconds. Ed Palumbo is in second. Tight battle here as Craig Marizon starting to put a little pressure on it. Looking out of the back of Ed Palumbo's machine. Craig Marizon, Williams Thiago having a good battle. Williams Thiago in the 87 looking fast. Marizon now may end up giving up another position. Lucas Sifner in the 21 car. Kind of uncharacteristic. You know, he normally likes to run in the back. We got another caution flag. Caution flag, and I think Ibrahim Altintas might have caused that. Take a look and see what happened. So the leader is Franco Alvarez. This one is starting to get a little interesting here. We got another caution flag. One of our newer drivers, I believe. Take a look and see what happened here as 7X car comes back across the front of the 94 and into the wall. You see what here? It gets a little bit loose right here and comes across the track in front of the 94 and then back across the track here and into the 94 car. Jachelowski had a front row seat to this action, didn't he? Right here as the 7X car comes back across. You see what Dan Richter saw here. On board here with Dan Richter, as you see, that 7X car does come back across. You guys did a good job behind of checking up there, the 27 and the 24. Looks like Ibrahim has retired his machine. It's a tough break there for him. Looks like Vinicius Gonçalves in the 48 car has gotten the lucky dog, right? And he's back on the lead lap. How about that? Had to do a drive-through. And now back on the lead lap. Good news for him. Don't forget our special event coming up tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. A multi-class event, GT3s, LMP2s, all to support Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals charity. We'll be at Sebring for a 2-hour race, and that'll start at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll broadcast it live right here for High Octane Racing League, right here on TurnLeftTV. Please come on out and join us. We'll have a link to make a donation in the Discord channel. In the description of the race, I should say. So you can help us out with our our effort. Will Dunbar heading up that effort for the charity, so I appreciate his organizing this event. So we had a lot of laps here, and we've already got 3 caution flags. The 83 car is a leader. Williams Tiago is in the second position, and Palumbo third. Lucas Simpler fourth. Craig Marizon rounding out the top 5. See Paul Brown, Archer Vieira, Tim Lansbury, Tiago Gomez, and Todd Robillard rounding out the top 10. What did I say my keys to the race here tonight were? Tires. Okay, we haven't even gotten to that yet. Find a rhythm. Haven't gotten to that. Good pit stops. Haven't got to that. But well, that last one right there? Patience. I don't see a lot of patience here with some of these guys here tonight. So hopefully we got that behind us, and we'll get some good racing in here. So those are my keys to the race. And hopefully we'll see how some of these things work out here tonight at Dover International. Franco Alvarez will lead the field to take the green flag. Third gear starting for the field. It's got Williams Tiago up on the outside line, so it'll be interesting to see how this works out. 54, Ed Palumbo starts on that inside. You see Lucas Simpler in the 21 car up on the outside line in P4. And my pick to win this race is 60 car.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Keys to the face, yeah. Maybe keys to the face, I think. Keys to the side of the car. Here we go. Back to green. As Alvarez the leader. Take a look at Gordon Carter here in this 56 car. Running in the 16th position. He's wanting to get some laps in. His high place sponsored Camaro. Todd Robillard on the outside line here, battling Tiago Gomez. Archer Vieira in the 4 car up ahead as well. On board here with Tiago Gomez running behind the 4 car. Hard to pass here. You got to use some patience. Preston Hassel in the new paint scheme. 27 AMD Ryzen sponsored Ford Mustang. Running in P11. Just behind him is Dan Richter in the 65 car. A couple Fords there running together. Paulo Chachalowski also in a Ford, I believe. So 3 Fords here running together, 11th, 12th, and 13th. Sean Jacobs running in the 14th position in the 24 car. Cal U sponsored machine. He's got the 30 of Christian Wilson on the bottom side here. Sean Jacobs now looking at that 30 car on the bottom, try to take that position. Sean Jacobs fighting back on the high side as we see that 30 car. Sean Jacobs wants me to get a picture of him. Oh, where's he at? Got the wheel right there. Concentrating. He can go in the car, I believe. Guess not. Might not be able to do it. We got another caution flag. So far, no, I don't believe. We got somebody off the pace there. Looks like Gomez off the pace of that 26 car. So something's going on with Thiago Gomez. He has gotten into the wall. Oh, boy. See what happened here. Thiago Gomez. Oh, man, it got loose coming off, and he hard into the wall. Chachalowski also involved. So something happened to Chachalowski as well. Maybe he tried to avoid Chachalowski off the pace, too. Board here with Chacha. You see right there, oh, he goes down to the inside. Maybe he's trying to miss it. Maybe he just got loose. He hard contact in the wall as well. Holy smokes, Chachalowski, I think he just got loose maybe as well. Right there, he's just trying to avoid the wall. Comes in the down on the inside as Gomez is having his issue, and the 30 car making it through. Christian Wilson making it through this mess. On board here with him, watch this. It's going to be all heck breaking loose right there, and he's trying to figure out which way to go. And he says, hey, I'll just split the middle. And what a great job. Got this, Tim Lansbury, Arthur Vieta here battling it out. So Lansbury wanting to get around Arthur Vieta. Good battle here between the 82 and the 4 car. These guys starting to close in. We got a little bit of lap traffic maybe up there now. Gomez being off the pace, I believe. And Vieta wanting to get around Lucas Sifter. Hate these camera angles, man. As the 82 trying to battle his way around the 21 car. Franco Alvarez the leader, and these guys are starting to tighten it up here as the 77 car working on this bottom line. Franco Alvarez driving down to the bottom line. Is the 87 car going to go to the outside? See if he can't do something here. He's pinching that 77 car down. The 87 and the 77 having a great battle. As the 83 car is trying to hold on to the lead. And this setup starting to get a little bit loose here a little bit. The 77 car now makes it up to the second position. He and Franco Alvarez having a battle. 87 car sort of drop back a little bit. Alvarez in the 83, the leader. 77, Paul Brown in second. Williams Thiago is in the third position. Arthur Vieta is in fourth. Gomez going to the inside. Paul Brown's going to go to the outside. See if he can make it work on this outside line. 83 car needs that room. Trying to pull off this pass. Or trying to hold on to that position, I should say. That 77 car still working this outside. He's got a little bit of a lead now. Coming off, he's got the preferred line. And he takes over this spot. Franco Alvarez is going to give him a dose of his own medicine, I think. Franco Alvarez going to the high side. Paul Brown in the 77 car. And Franco Alvarez battling like it's the last lap right now. Here we are 48 laps in. These guys are racing tooth and nail for the lead. Paul Brown holds on. Look at this. Ed Palumbo and Todd Robillard battling it out. Todd Robillard in the 90 car goes down to the bottom side. Ed Palumbo in the 54 gives up that spot. He's back to the 7th position as the 90 car now takes over P6. Thiago Gomez looks like he might be overheating here, maybe on pit lane. He was off the pace a little bit, and he's had to come in and get some repairs done on that machine. In this car, I think he let run in pit lane, and he is overheating. Sean Jacobs, Christian Wilson. We saw Wilson get around Sean Jacobs earlier, but now Sean going back to the high side and taking over that position again. Sean Jacobs up to the 13th spot. Christian Wilson back to 14th. Preston Hassel in the 27 car, down on the inside of the 21. Preston Hassel in that AMD sponsor machine. New paint scheme there for him. He's now up to the 8th position. Guys closing in on Ed Palumbo. Tim Lansbury in the 82. Skyline Chili sponsor machine. And Paulo Chachalowski have been battling a little bit. Chachalowski down on the inside. Lansbury up on the outside line. That's the preferred line, I think. See 21 car starting to fall back to these guys. In front of Tim Lansbury's machine, you see Dan Richter and Lucas Simford. That's P9, P10. Lansbury starting to figure it out, but he's got Sean Jacobs starting to close in on him. Chachalowski's dropped back here. He got into the wall. Now, he'd already been into that inside wall. And he's probably got a little bit of damage. Sean Jacobs now on the inside of the 82. His 24 sponsored Vulcan's sponsor machine now up to, oh, we got a yellow flag here. We got a yellow flag as the 77 car, the leader. Oh, it looks like Tim Lansbury might have come around, actually. Lansbury in the 82 car is around. Let's take a look here as Tim Lansbury. Oh, Tim Lansbury gets into the outside wall and hard contact. Wow, man, that was a hard lick for the 82 car. See the 82 coming off the turn right here, and he gets into the outside wall. Just a little bit too much speed coming off the turn and self-spin into the wall. And now down to the inside. We had a good green flag run there, but didn't quite get to the green flag pit stops. On board here with Christian Wilson as we take a look at this again. Again, coming off that was a little weird there because he had the thing straightened out, and then maybe the thing broke loose on him and he got up into the wall. Forward here, you see, seems like he's okay, but just a little bit too much oomph on the outside and gets into the wall. Man, uncharacteristic there for the 82 car.
This road will be open this time. Fast forward.
So the 77 and the 83 both coming down pit lane. So we got some guys on pit lane. See if we can't do our side by side. We've had a little bit of a kind of a funky deal with this. Still working on the kinks on this one. working out the kinks. It's nice that we can see pit lane. There we go. There's that pit lane. What about that pit lane? There we go. There's that pit lane. Hopefully not getting too much hitching going on. Oh, a little bit there, but not too bad. Trying to diagnose what's going on with that. My second feed.
Pit road will be open this time.
So Givaldo Spindler right now shown as the leader, and I would suggest there you go, he's coming down pit lane. Now it's going to give us, give Paul Brown the lead again. Bunch of Chevys up here. Starting to say Fords, but a bunch of Chevys. 1 through 7 Chevy party up front. 3 Fords, 8, 9, and 10. Sean Jacobs, another Chevy in the 11th position. So it looks like Alvarez and Brown will start side by side on this restart. Craig Marizon up to the 3rd position. Robillard now in 4th. Palumbo 5th. Vieta is 6th. So interesting. I think that battle between the 77 and the 83 going to be interesting here on this restart. We know the 83 wants to get that car back up to P1, and the 77 car has been pretty fast. And there's a little bit of a rivalry going between these guys, between the 77 and the 83. Franco Alvarez, one of our drivers from Argentina. Paul Brown hailing from Pennsylvania, USA. So here we go, getting ready to go back green. The lights are out on that pace car. Robillard in 4th up on the outside. Watch this from, now he's going to start in the third gear to keep from spinning these tires.
Flag, go, go, go.
Here we go, back to green. Ooh, Alvarez got a good start, but that car got a little squirrely on him. Scrubs off some speed. Robillard in 3rd, and in the 4th position as Craig Marizon jumps out there in front. See the 60 car. Craig Marizon, he's my pick to win this race. He's now shown in P3 as the front 2 battling for the lead as Franco Alvarez gets back around the 77 car. So Alvarez in the 83 back to the lead. Paul Brown working that inside, and I think he might start thinking about going to the outside, but it looks like Williams Tiago has figured that out as well. It's now going to give him the outside through the straightaways. He's going to the outside right there. He's going to give him that inside. He realizes the outside now is faster. Coming off the turns, certainly. Got a good battle here as Todd Robillard now in the fourth position. He's battling Craig Marizon. Marizon in third, Robillard fourth, Palumbo fifth. Preston Hassel in the sixth position. And Art Vieta, the last car in that little train, running in P7. We're on board here with Dan Richter. He's running in the eighth position. The Boom Boo Rum sponsored Ford Mustang. Dan Richter, one of our Indiana drivers. Purdue University student. We see Art Vieta now below challenging the 27 car. So Vieta now to the trying to peek around on the inside to get around Preston Hassel, who's in that 27 car. While we've been paying attention to that, look at this. Paul Brown in the 77 gets to the outside line where he wants this car. Franco Alvarez did not want him to get up there. And now the 77 takes the lead. These guys tight up here. Preston Hassel in the fifth position in the 27. Board here with him as he follows the 54 of Ed Palumbo and a Mellow Yellow sponsor machine. Oh, 54! The 54 into the wall. That thing shot up the track. He's into the wall and now dropping back. He's lost some positions. Ed Palumbo now back to the ninth position. Holy smokes. Well, Palumbo, something happened to him. He shot up the track. Maybe he got up into the wall, coming off the turn. And no, he just tried to avoid getting into the wall, scrubbed off some speed, and ends up losing a ton of spots. Now back to P9. Look at this battle right here. Artur Vieta and the 60 of Craig Marizon. Oh, Marizon makes contact with the outside wall. Marizon making contact with the wall, gives up that spot as Artur Vieta picks up P5. Marizon now back to the sixth position. Preston Hassel and Artur Vieta here battling it out side by side. Hassel in the 27 car. Vieta trying to take over P4. Preston Hassel now in fifth as I think Vieta's going to get this spot. Take a look at Preston Hassel's new paint scheme, that 27 car. Preston Hassel battling back on the outside. As Vieta picking up that spot. Take a look at Tiago Gomez. He's had a tough night here. He's coming down off the track to make a pit stop here, I believe. With Tiago Gomez on pit lane. Take a look at Lucas Sifner in the 21 car. He is running in P10, Mr. Fuel Mileage. Get some chatter there from Fireball Flash. Says, come on, Brown. Dana Grover's picked to win this race. The 48 car, Vinicius Gonçalves battling the 21. This is getting interesting here. These guys down to the inside. Gomez has retired his machine. That's too bad. See Tiago retire his machine. He's had some tough break here tonight. And we got a good battle here as this 48 is starting to work his way back up through the field. He is battling the 21. Vinicius Gonçalves now battling Team Luca in that 21 car. Sean Jacobs in the 24 in this mix as well. And Gordon Carter in the 56 car. We're on board here with him. We'll see if we can't get a different view as looking out of the front of his car, and you see Sean Jacobs in that Cal U sponsor machine just ahead. Gordon Carter running in P13. Sean Jacobs in the 12th spot. Battling Lucas Simfer. He's trying to pick up that spot. Lucas got this outside line, hard to get around. Lansbury and Givaldo battling as Lansbury now picking up P16. He's had some trouble. Alvarez battling Paul Brown. Alvarez to the outside. Paul Brown in the 77 on the inside line. This is a battle for the race lead. These guys keep swapping positions back and forth as Alvarez and that Camaro battling Outlaw Fuels number 77 Camaro of Paul Brown. And it looks like the outside line going to win out. Dan Richter and Archer Vieta battling it out. Got a little bit of a log jam in front of them. 87 just ahead as he is running in P5. We're on board, but Dan Richter in the 6th position. He has cleared that 4 car. We might see some green flag pit stops here. Who knows? Paul Brown, he is done playing P2. He's wanting to go back to the race lead. Good side-by-side racing here between the leaders. These guys, all this racing they're doing as they've only got 1.8 seconds. Oh, Franco Alvarez, a little warping going on there. A little warping going on from the 83 car. And Salves, he had off the pace. He almost got into the wall. Take a look and see what happened here with him. Yeah, he went up the track right here, tried to catch it, got down to the inside. Now comes back up the track here, so he's got a handful. Gonsalves, just as he made some positions, gave him back by getting a little bit loose coming off the turn and tried to play catch. Caught the thing, kept it from getting into the wall. Take a look at Art Vieta here running in that 4 car. He is in the 11th position. Lucas Simpner starting to put some pressure on him. Vieta up the track, gets into the wall as the 56 gets by. Gordon Carter now picking up P10 in that 56 car. Been a quiet night here for him, and he is now in the top 10. Maybe saving those tires a little bit. Now close it in on Lucas Simpner. And the 54 of Ed Palumbo. Also Preston Hassel starting to come back to these guys. Take a look at Preston Hassel here in the 27 car. He's starting to give up some spots. These tires starting to wear out on him. Simpner and Palumbo both get by. Now Gordon Carter working on this 27 car. As Simpner working on the 54. Good battling going on. These tires start to get worn out a little bit. Simpner and Palumbo side by side. Simpner in the 21, Ed Palumbo in the 54. Old guard versus new guard. 21 going to pick up that spot. Ed Palumbo now back to the 8th position as Simpner is in 7th. Franco Alvarez in that 83 car. I think the 77's giving him a lot of room because he was warping a little bit earlier on. It still looks like his connection not super great. There's a little bit of movement in that car. Preston Hassel working on the outside of the 4. Gordon Carter in this mix as Preston Hassel says, I have got to try to put some distance on these guys. He is really out of the gas there through the turns, giving up a, oh no! 27 car into the wall. On board there with him. That shook the camera. The 27 car got loose, slammed the outside wall. Preston Hassel. You see right here is everything's fine there, but I think coming off this next turn, it's going to get a little bit cattywampus. You got a horrible camera angle there, man. My gosh, what in the world? We'll have to go on board with Arthur Vieta. Watch this action. On board here with Arthur Vieta as you see that 27 car. He's going to get up into the wall. Oh, he comes across the track. And he has retired his machine. Franco Alvarez the leader as Paul Brown chases him in that 77 car. Osvaldo Spindola in the 68 picking up a spot here. I think Chachalowski, he's on the pit lane, so he's making a pit stop. Chachalowski in the 94 pitting his car, so earlier than the rest of these guys. He might have that winning strategy. Get off sequence. Long green flag run here. I suspect we're going to start seeing some green flag pit stops here very soon. Vinicius Gonçalves and Sean Jacobs battling it out. Gonçalves on the outside as Sean Jacobs on the outside as Gonçalves trying to get around. Jacobs holding on to that spot. That's P11, and he is indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So Sean Jacobs in a little bit of traffic here, indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. Really turning that wheel. You can tell those tires are just absolutely roasted.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, no. Yellow flag here. Oh no! Paul Brown into the 94 car. It looks like the 87 might have gotten into this as well. That was a hard lick for the 77 car. Chachalowski pitted. Oh boy. We'll see what happened here. Does it look like Sean Jacobs came back up on the track, got into this 94. And Sean stays out on the track, but the 77 could not miss that. We'll watch here as it comes around the turn, and we'll watch the 24. He's going to come back up on the track, or almost comes back up on the track. Chachalowski trying to miss him. Right here, trying to avoid. And then hard into the wall, just cannot control it. And then Paul Brown's going to come around here and just absolutely annihilate the 94 right there. 83 gets caught up in that as well. Wow. So it looked like Jacobs came back up onto the track, or almost came back, really a little bit up onto the track there, and Chachalowski just had nowhere to go. he was trying to avoid. Right here, as you see, Jacobs comes back up onto the track right there. And I don't know if there was any contact, but we could probably look from Gonsalves's back end here. Oh, looks like there was some contact. Go back here and look. Boy, that's pretty close, but I think that 90 or 24 came back up onto the track.
Pit road will be open this time.
Franco Alvarez, the race leader. Craig Berzon is in second. "30 laps to go." That was a good green flag run. We didn't quite get to green flag pit stops, I think. So Franco the leader, as Paul Brown took a huge hit on that.
It'll be one to go this time, bud.
All right, Franco Alvarez, the leader, and man, we got a contender out, not out of the race, but just absolutely annihilated here, and with 75% damage. So Siffer's out of the race. Chachalowski has a massive amount of damage there. He's out of the race. And Sean Jacobs going to have to do his drive-through in that 24 car. So here we go, getting ready to go back green. Going to have 29 laps to go when we cross the start-finish line.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Okay, back to green as Alvarez comes out there to the lead. You take a look at Craig Berzon running in second. Ed Palumbo is in third. Dan Richter fourth. We got some fast cars up here. Can they close in on Alvarez? Now keep in mind, Alvarez and Brown have been racing side by side, swapping positions, and they still ran away. Fireball Flash going to have to find somebody else to pick to win this race. Because I doubt Paul Brown's going to have the car to be able to pull off the victory now with that damage. Gordon Carter in the 56 car letting that 77 go. So the 77's gotten some repairs done to that machine. He's making some passes. He's now closing in on Todd Robillard. We're on board here with the 56, Gordon Carter. Take a look at that Todd Robillard in the 90. Paul Brown wanting to get that car back up front, see if he's got anything that can compete with the 83 car. Take a look at Dan Richter here in the 65. Been a good night here for him. He's been able to avoid some of the fiasco. He's got that car in the top 5 tonight with 65. Be a big win here for him. Now closing in on 4th. He's gotten around Archie Vieta, so he's in P4 now. Vieta now back to 5th. Something's happened to Marizon. Marizon's dropped back, so I missed that. I'm not sure what happened to Craig Marizon. Take a look and see. Marizon might have had a... he warped. He warped. Man, what a heck of a deal there. Marizon warps. Now he warps back to the 12th position. Wow. Luckily, nobody got taken out in that, as Alvarez might have made contact with the outside wall. And we got a battle here for the second position. Zeb Palumbo. Oh, no. This is things are getting interesting. We got another yellow flag here. 20 laps to go. Tough track here tonight. A lot of cars. Looks like Gonsalves might be off the pace at 48 car. Vinicius Gonsalves in the 48 coming down pit lane. Take a look and see what happened here with Vinicius. And he's going to get into the outside wall, I believe. Got a horrible camera angle there. You know, they should put a camera a little bit earlier. As you see, he comes down, gets into the 60 car, and into the outside wall. So, wow. That thing skated on him up the track right there. And he comes off the turn, gets into the 60, and then down into the inside wall. Givaldo gets into the inside wall. They're trying to miss it. On board here with Givaldo. As you see those guys, and Givaldo's just trying to go to the inside to miss it. I would have stayed in the outside. A split-second decision, but he keeps that car pointed in the right direction. Holy smokes. Franco Alvarez, the leader, and he might be getting ready to rack up win number 2. Been racing with Franco and Sean and Vinicius. Also, I think Tiago racing in that. Williams Tiago as well. He's racing in it. We're racing on Wednesday nights in the Dobra Series with Paulo Chachalowski's league. It's been a heck of a lot of fun. We did a dirt track last night. Those races, most of them are broadcast live on 11 TV. So check out Rodrigo and his effort there. Rodrigo Vincente broadcasting those. Also Emerson. I don't know how to pronounce Emerson's last name. Sawaski or something like that. Those guys doing a great job of broadcasting those races on Wednesdays. On board here with Sean Jacobs. Sean going to get the lucky dog, I believe. He might get that lap back.
Okay, road will be open this time.
All right, the 83 now looks like Sean coming down pit lane, so he is back on the lead lap. That's good for him. Alvarez definitely in the catbird seat. But Williams Thiago in the 87's got a fast car. Artur Vieira, we know that KG veteran, got a good shot of pulling off a race victory. Dan Richter's going to start in fourth up on the outside line. He might have something up his sleeve. Maybe some boom boo rum in that 65 car. Take a look at that car. We got to take a look at it. It's got the BTFU on the back. You guys will have to figure out what that means. Little Purdue Boilermaker action. You got TurnLeftTV on the side. That's looking good. TurnLeftTV. Get the Boom Boo Rum right there. Indiana State flag. Number 65 car. I haven't talked to him lately about see what his progress is on his degree. Well, I think my money right now is on that 83 car. He's been lightning fast, and 77 is creeping back up there, but I don't know with the damage.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, Franco Alvarez, the leader, is 87 car. Williams Thiago right there. Artur Vieira is in third. Richter fourth. Palumbo is in fifth. It's a sprint to the finish here. Can these guys keep it on the track? Stay green the rest of the way. Ed Palumbo in the 54 car. Mellow Yellow sponsor machine. I tell you, man, those finishes just getting more consistent back up front. Doesn't race as often as he used to. And now starting to figure it out again. Get his feet underneath him a little bit. He's running behind the 65 car. So right now, Ed Palumbo in that top 5 position. Paul Brown running behind him in the 77 car, trying to inch his way back up. He's down on the inside of Ed Palumbo. They're going to go 3 wide here. 3 wide coming off the turn here at Dover. Cooler heads prevailed there. Somebody backed out of it. Alvarez has to hold off a charge by the 87 and the 4. Look at this. The guys are going side by side. Vieira and Tiago. And Richter is in 4th. He wants to see this. I'm talking about Franco Alvarez. Wants to see this side-by-side racing here. They are getting tight. Tiago in the 87 car. Vieira is in the 4 car in 3rd position. Oh, they get together right there. They get together. And a melee ensues. I think the 87 car got up into the wall, I believe, or got up into the 4 car. Oh, boy. So let's see what happened here. Oh my gosh. Take a look and see what happened here. As the 87 car, that's a horrible camera angle too. There we go. Take a look here. Now the 4 cars up the track. Coming off the turn. This is where the trouble ensues, I believe. Coming off this turn. And it looked like the 87 came over and got into the 4 car. Right there, I think he's wanting to tuck in and get in front of the 4. Oh, the 65 absolutely had nowhere to go. So the 65 absolutely annihilates trying to get through. He couldn't miss it. Dan Richter. What's this? Coming off the turn. Watch that 87 on the bottom line. He's going to come across the track, get up into the 4 car. Right here, he comes up the track, gets into the 4, and then Richter has nowhere to go. And the 77 car gets caught in that as well, and there's somebody on their side. I don't know who that was on their side there. On board here with Todd Roblard and his view of this, and he does a great job getting down to the bottom line there, and I think Vieira was up on his side. Yeah, he was. Yeah, Palumbo pushing him. I think that might have been Ed Palumbo there giving him a push. See, Ed Palumbo's on the bottom line here. And that right there, 87 comes across, gets up the track, and then right here, Ed Palumbo thinks he has it cleared. And then right there, Artur Vieira up on these on the side. We got a little TurnLeftTV action on the back of that car, though. The race leader now is the 90 car. Todd Robillard shown as the race leader here in the 90. And we are looking at, I don't know if we're looking at overtime or not, but
It'll be one to go this time by.
well, Robillard is the leader, Alvarez second, Lansbury is third. All right, here we go. Todd Robillard starts on the inside. Franco Alvarez starts on the outside line. Tim Lansbury up front. How'd that work out, man? Tim Lansbury up there.
Green flag, green flag.
Laura
Go, go,
says,
go.
let's win Todd. Here we go, back to green. Alvarez jumps out to the race lead. Todd Robillard in the 90 car. Can he close in on the 83, make a race of it? Sean Jacobs up there as well. Now he's in third. He's had some damage. He's injured on the bottom side of Todd Robillard coming off the turn. This is all jacked up here. 4 cars jacked up there together. Jacobs, Richter, Lansbury, Robillard. Franco Alvarez wants to see that. Got 2 to go. Cross the start finish. Oh, Robillard up the track into the wall. Robillard's into the wall, and he's off the pace. He's now back to 5th as Alvarez in the position he wants to be in as those guys racing it out. Richter goes down to the bottom side, down the backstretch. He's going to try to take over P2. Good battle there as Alvarez coming off the turn. Franco Alvarez gets the win here at Dover. Survived the carnage and gets the win. Sean Jacobs finishes in second. So Alvarez, another win here. So Franco Alvarez in the Tire Pros sponsor machine gets the win. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez. He wants to drive around the, drive me into the wall. It's funny trying to get the camera lined up. Here we go. So congratulations to the 83, Franco Alvarez. Big win there for him. Let's take a look at the final results here tonight. Franco Alvarez gets the win. So congratulations to him. Sean Jacobs finishes second. Dan Richter third. Tim Lansbury finishes in the fourth position. Christian Wilson fifth. How about that run by Christian Wilson in the 30 car? Todd Robillard finishes sixth. Gordon Carter finishes in the seventh position. Paul Brown eighth. Givaldo Spindola finishes in the ninth position. Finishing in 10th is Craig Marizan. Finishing in the 11th position is Arthur Vieira. Williams Thiago finishes 12th. Ed Palumbo 13th. Vinicius Gonçalves finishes 14th. Lucas Simfer 15th. Paulo Chachalowski 16th. Preston Hassel 17th. Thiago Gomez 18th. And Ibrahim Altintas finishes in the 9th position. The 19th position. Take that back. So Franco Alvarez gets the win here at Dover in the 83 car, 2 wins in a row, and maybe on his way to repeat as champion. A little early in the season, a lot of stuff can happen. So we'll see if we can't get Franco Alvarez up here in the booth with us. What a little bit of a messy race. It's 75% damage. We upped the damage rating to sort of cut down on the caution flags, and did not seem to help here. Of course, Dover is a little bit of a challenging track. We'll see if we can't get Franco Alvarez up here. All right, Franco Alvarez joins us up here in the booth in the 83 car. Another win, 2 in a row for Franco to start out the season. And this was a challenging track. Tell me what it was like in that 83 once these tires start to wear out here at Dover.
Oh, good night, Heath. Good night, everybody watching the race. Oh, man, what a track. What a race. Oh, my God. First of all, I want to say congrats for Paul for the really good and hard racing we have today. It was insanely fun. It was a battle on the absolute limit of my part, so I'm really happy to have a battle like that. So I want to congrats him. And yeah, the tire wear was really high today. It was really difficult to keep the tires on temperature. I was struggling a lot during the whole race with oversteer. My car was really loose. Yeah, just trying to keep the tires as better as we can. Yeah, just try to change the right size every time we can.
Well, you didn't have a great qualification position. Were you a little bit worried at the beginning of the race as far back as you qualified or were started, I should say? Did you have any concerns about maybe not being able to make it to the front?
I did have concerns, not about not being at the front later on, but I was really concerned about a possible accident in my front because I was really far on the pack. So I was concerned about the crashes with the high damage today.
It seemed like we had a few laps, maybe 10, 15 laps or so of pretty decent runs, and then all of a sudden you saw these cars just almost like a switch got flipped, that cars really started having trouble coming off the turns, getting loose and snapping up into the wall.
Oh, yeah, the car was really loose on corner exit, but really loose. And then later on the stint, it was loose on the middle of the corner and the corner entry. So the car was sideways, the whole corner. So it was really difficult to keep it clean today. Really difficult.
And what a tough break there for your main competitor tonight, which was the 77 car. Got caught up in that accident late in the race. But he did, sort of rebound a little bit. But nonetheless, took him out of contention there, I think, to challenge for a race victory. You get 2 races or 2 victories in a row, and you come in next week at Kentucky Speedway, a great track, 100-lap race there at that mile and a half. What's your feeling at Kentucky on maybe doing 3 in a row here in the Buschwackers series?
Well, the first part, yeah, I was really sad about Paul because we have an insane battle. It was really, really fun for my POV. and it felt like he was the fastest car today. So it was a shame because it was a really, really good finish of the line. But yeah, unfortunately a crash in front of the leaders. Even I got caught in this crash, and I have really, really huge damage on my car at the end. So there. And about the next race, I don't really like Kentucky. I hate the track. I am not good at the track, so I don't expect much next week, honestly.
Well, you may be downplaying it a little bit. I think you're probably going to be challenging for another victory. But congratulations to you. A job well done. And sometimes you just got to be in the right place at the right time, but also recover from adversity. In that contact you made late in the race with the wreck that was hard to avoid, I guess. But good luck to you next week at Kentucky and the rest of the season.
Yeah, I need to improve my quality. I am starting really far back every single race. It can't happen every week, so I need to improve this. I want to say thank you for my team for bringing me back a really fast Terry Pros Chevy Camaro. They did a terrific job on the pit lane. I won a lot of positions to the pits today. And yeah, I see you next week. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and hey, don't forget to watch out for the 7 car in the Dover Series next week, beating up on the 83 car at Iowa. So you guys need to tune into that on Wednesday night next week.
I am bored to see the back of this car, honestly.
All right,
Thank
buddy.
you. Good night.
All right, that is Franco Alvarez here joining us up in the booth, and congratulations to him on getting another victory. And what a fantastic run there for him here at Dover. A little challenging track. Tough break there for some of these guys with the higher damage rating. And you guys sort of did that to try to limit the number of cautions, but had a little bit of a challenge here tonight. Don't forget that tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. we have race number 12 headed your way with the IndyCars in the King of the Oval Series at Phoenix. Our last race at Phoenix, and then we're going to finish out the season with 2 weeks at Indy to crown the champion in the King of the Oval Series. So tomorrow night at 9 p.m. we will be in the IndyCars at Phoenix. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. Perfect for rFactor 2 if you want 3 self-managed server packages, or you can get all of them, I guess, but there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That's who hosts our servers here. Also, who hosts our website at highoctaneracing.net. So if you want to host your website, your online store, maybe some VPS hosting or shared web hosting, EliteHostingUSA.com can provide you with those services, and that's who provides our web space here at High Octane Racing. So please join us on Discord. You can click on the link on our highoctaneracing.net website. So cruise on over there, help us out here at TurnLeftTV. Man, what a challenging race here tonight, man. I really thought we would have a little bit more of a green flag run. We sort of did later in the race. But I tell you, when things happen, they happen in a hurry here and collect a lot of other cars. And so we had a lot of guys there off the pace, some guys doing some drive-thrus and so forth and so on. But hey, thanks for coming in and joining us here on TurnLeftTV. I really appreciate it, all the support, and the people who were active in the chat here tonight, Preston and Laura and Fireball Flash, Will D, Givaldo, all joining us in the chat session. All those people who came out and watched the race here tonight, I really appreciate that as well. And who knows, man, we got more racing coming your way tomorrow, and you don't want to miss it, man. It's going to be a big, big race here for us, a charity event. And that's going to be our special event at Sebring International, the GT3 LMP2 cars. Very, very excited about this. Broadcast this live starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. It's our charity event to help out Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. Thanks to Will Dunbar for putting this on. And I'm going to be broadcasting this live. It's a High Octane Racing League event. And a little road course racing at Sebring tomorrow. Love this track. And I think we've got a lot of guys who are interested. So we'll see a big field here tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, I should say, here Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. 2-hour race from Sebring. Well, congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win here at Dover International. we'll see you here in the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series next Friday at Kentucky at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to do it for me. I want to say thank you so much for coming in here and joining me. And I am out of here.